The what?
Sorry, I was
Oh, Team
distracted
Honey
by Mike.
Badger.
She saw the nipples and then she saw the words
I
afterwards.
was just
Apparently.
like, I got distracted.
Okay, on that note,
Hey, buddy.
welcome to Dungeons and Dragons, episode 2 of our live, not live action, it's just our actual play campaign at Dungeons and Dog Tags. We are a group of military veterans, service members, civilians, NATO allies playing D&D together, just trying to increase the overall wellness of all of our members. And we're doing that here today by getting into some shenanigans via Dungeons and Dragons. So I am Travis. I'm the defense master for the campaign. And yeah, let's get some, let's intro the cast for you guys if you missed episode 1, which would be weird. But if you had, or you're just clicking on this, let's get some intros going. So John, start us off. Oh, and then sorry, as we go around, please give us a little like what your favorite base that you were stationed at.
Okay.
for
Well,
the-
hello,
for the
everyone.
group.
My name's John. I'll be playing Sergeant for Class Sedgwick. I was a combat medic before I got out of the Army, and I'm playing a cavalry scout platoon leader in this go-round as Sergeant Sedgwick. I think my favorite base that I was attached to was Fort Richardson in Alaska. It's just a wild country up there. It's wonderful. Good people,
Nice.
awesome countryside. I miss it sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes there's some shitty. Everything's got its quirks, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Hi, I'm Melissa, and I am playing Specialist Charlotte Knoxley. I am the resident religious support specialist and combat medic, and yeah, looking to get into some shenanigans, hopefully with this group today. Let's see, my favorite duty station. So I'm Army National Guard, so I don't
So
have
Fort
a
Couch,
duty station.
your
yeah, like the
house
rest of you.
is your favorite.
However, I was in a couple of units, and I think that I did enjoy all of my duty stations. But my favorite was probably the second of the 202nd Air Defense Artillery Unit. It was a Stinger unit, but we were also mechanized, so we got to drive around in tanks. So that was, I mean, for being in the Guard, that was just an amazing experience. So,
Mhm.
yeah, that's me.
Sweet.
Okay.
Ramirez?
So that brings me. I'm Ramirez, playing Sergeant Ramirez, the Meals on Wheels Motor T Marine. And my favorite duty station was the only duty station, which was Pendleton, because fuck non-deployable.
Pendleton.
I went nowhere.
What would you like most about Pendleton? Not that
I
you could like
mean, it
compare
was-
it to any other base, but
But
like, what'd you like about
I-
Pendleton?
I was stuck in Polgus, which if anybody knows Pendleton is like not Pendleton, it's like smack in the middle. It's like the flyover states version of Pendleton. Like you don't go there unless you have to.
Is that
because-
is that where you go from the coast to like Fallbrook, like in between that area?
No, because Fallbrook's like all the way on the right side. This
Yeah,
is like
yeah.
smack dead middle in the base. Like when you're going
okay.
up to like Santa Ana Freight,
North,
and there's
south.
like that
Okay.
one exit for some reason in the middle of the base that no one understands why it's there.
Yeah.
It's that.
Gotcha.
Super
Gotcha.
secret.
Yeah. Like the only thing I know about it is artillery used to shoot over our heads. That's like the only notable part about it. That was fun. I missed that.
I don't miss living in Southern California. I do not miss constantly hearing the artillery and stuff going off late at night.
It feels weird when I go to LA or I go on vacation somewhere and I don't hear in the distance just like like that feels weird to me.
Yeah. All right, Ashley, what you got?
So hi, I'm Ashley. I play Letty Donahue in game, and I was in the Marine Corps. I was a helicopter power planes mechanic, so an engine mechanic, and primary marksmanship instructor for rifles and pistols in the Marine Corps.
Nice.
My favorite base was also my only base. It looks like there's a trend with the Marine Corps just not having money. The Marine Corps never has money to move us around. I was not in a
Stuck.
non-deployable unit, so they just hated us. And New Rivers, North Carolina, we're next to Lejeune, so no, I'm not from North Carolina, and I didn't like it. So
Wow, thanks.
Favorite and least favorite.
Yeah, yes, simultaneously.
A love-hate relationship.
Very much.
It's my home state now. Don't talk too much crap. I
I
won't want to
asked to go.
explore.
I asked to go overseas, and they put me East Coast. That doesn't quite
At
count.
least you got to go somewhere. I'm from San Diego, and they stationed me in San Diego. I literally went nowhere.
The
I'm
dream
from
for an
California. I
introvert.
would've took that.
Join up, you'll see the world. Nah,
Right.
not this guy though.
The back. You'll see the backyard. Backyard.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, Finn.
And I'm Finn, machinery technician for the Coast Guard. I'll be playing Jack Rowe. My favorite station was, I'll say, Seattle. I was on a 378-foot cutter. Got to do a couple drug busts in South America, some whaler missions in Japan waters and Alaska and Hawaii and everything. So that was pretty cool.
That's cool. Coast Guard always sounds so fun when they talk about like like what they actually do on missions, and then I remember that it's the Coast Guard. So
Right, the 2% that makes it on Instagram or Facebook or something.
Yeah. All right. I guess I should say my favorite base was by far Germany. So I asked to go overseas, and I went overseas because I'm in the army. Or was.
Yeah.
But yeah, Germany.
That's
I mean,
where all the money went.
Yeah, it definitely went towards me and a refillable mug, just to
We call
constantly
those
getting filled.
canteens.
Yeah,
The endless tanker.
Yeah. All right, let's get into it. So just as a as a reminder, you guys last episode, in the first episode, went through this huge, crazy experience of being on the 14th Street Bridge that connects DC to where the Pentagon's at, Pentagon City, basically. And there were some ogres and some just weird out of this world creatures that you guys were fighting. In the midst of that, people started disappearing. We had one of our Marines go down, or in-game our Marine go down, and started disintegrating. You guys didn't know what that was about. Letty went down. Jack Rowe jumped off the bridge, and you guys finished off the boss there, only to find that it was all a simulation, and you guys awoke kind of out of that sim in your suits in a room. And so that's where we're gonna pick up, is from where the man, flanked on his left and his right by two females, had his hand extended to Sergeant Sedgwick, and said, "Welcome to the Multiverse Exploration and Defense Agency." So before we start, let me get everybody rolling. I'm sorry, except for Letty and Jack, roll a history. Give me a history check.
That is a natural 20 for 21.
And also a natural 20 for 22.
What
Damn.
the heck? What is? I don't know about this. Is this how we're
Yeah.
starting
We're getting
off?
them out early.
Is this?
I
how
got
we're
a
starting off?
19. I'm all right, but
Okay,
Slacker.
so all of you are very aware that when you come out of it, you're grasped back to reality. You remember that you have been in this program for quite some time. Didn't know exactly what it was, but you were in this program, and every time, or this was your first time going into the actual this simulator, but you were told that coming out of it, you might feel foggy, you might not remember things. It does a number on you where you just completely think that this was real, and so the switch from the sim back to reality might be a little bit difficult. With that being said, you guys 1,000% understand that, and so how you handle that will be your own. But let's get back to the gentleman and Sergeant Sedgwick. He's got his hand extended to you. What do you do?
I've just stepped out of the little pod or whatever, or am I still strapped in?
Yeah, no, people are still kind of like taking the suit off of you.
Okay.
Letty and Jack are both completely out of their suits, and the rest of you, the three of you, are kind of still getting undressed while he walks up to you.
I'll give him I'll plant the feet, shoot the hand out, give him that nice hard grasp and shake it and be like, man, this never gets easier, does it? Ugh.
I'm very pleased to meet you and your new team. Looking over at Charlotte and Ramirez. Some of you, you guys did well, better than we had hoped. And so we're excited to have you a part of the team. We got a couple of things to do. We're going to debrief you and go through a couple of minor things that we have to do before you guys get ready for what might be your first mission. So if you don't mind following the deputy director here, and he kind of points over to his right shoulder, and she'll take you to your areas for the debriefing. So the lady on the right, who is a bit heavy set, not super overweight, but some muscle on her, bit heavy set, average height. Just please come along with me. Letty, Jack, if you want to join us for the debriefing, feel free to do so. And she kind of starts walking away out of the room. Yeah.
Ladies.
Can I have Ramirez? Can you give me a perception check?
16.
Okay. So in the corner, there is a man. He's average height, lanky. His hair is pretty long, like cutting it right at the standards,
Like man bun.
Yeah, like piercing blue eyes, gruff, older gentleman, gruff looking. And you recognize him as General Frank A. Patton, who is the Commandant of the Marine Corps. And he's got his arms crossed, and as you pass him, he's just kind of doing that whole motion, looking a little bit disappointed in you or your performance or whatever it is. As you pass him.
As I go by, I'll just mutter like under my breath, not directly to him, but just like so he'd be able to hear. But
okay.
Fucking misaligned weapons. I was looking at the goddamn thing and it was shooting off. So.
Alrighty. For the rest of you, the two of you, you guys recognize the other lady that was to the left of the gentleman as General Dina Wankel. She's short, pretty short. She's like 5'2", but you guys recognize her as the Army Chief of Staff. So she was there also watching your guys' performance. And as you guys head out to following the deputy director, she takes you into a room and has you guys all kind of sit down at a table. And the first thing she does as you guys sit down is ask you, do any of you have any questions? I know coming out of the sim might be a little bit jarring, but if you have any questions before we debrief, please feel free to ask them, and I'll answer with as best as I can.
So really quick, so Noxley's taking a bunch of notes, everything that she can remember coming out of the sim.
Okay.
She's trying, every time they do this, she's just trying to get her notes out there. But she looks up, she pushes her BCGs up, and she says, I still don't really understand why I'm here.
Well, yeah, actually, I mean, we're looking for kind of the best of certain fields that we're needing for this mission that we have. I can't get into it now because you guys haven't been cleared for the mission yet. That's kind of what we're going to be working on. But just know that your specialty is highly advantageous to us, the meta, and of course our mission going forward.
So I'm the best religious affairs specialist you have?
Well, if I'm going to be honest, you weren't our first pick, but I'll get into that as we kind of discuss going forward and get you guys the appropriate clearances.
Oh, okay, because I'm in really great company. I just feel I'm just a little unsure.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, it's okay to feel that way, but please just be rest assured that we've done our due diligence, and we think that we've made the right choices in recruiting you three to join the team. So,
Roger.
does anybody else have any questions?
I don't have a question, but as like we're kind of settling in, I'll kind of sit next to Noxley and just kind of like lean over, and I'll just kind of be like, "You did fine. I've seen medics choke. You did fine. Don't worry about it."
Thank you, Sergeant. I just don't. I still don't know why I'm here.
Also, don't ever fucking ask questions at the start again. Let them tell the whole goddamn debrief before you fucking ask a question. You got a notepad, right? Yeah, square it away afterwards. Roger? All right.
Roger. It's a guard thing. It's a guard thing.
Yeah. I got that.
All right. If I may introduce Special Agent Jack Rowe. He's our FBI consultant. He's here with us working on. He's kind of our go-to guy for smuggling, anti-smuggling operations. If you want to introduce yourself, Jack, please go ahead.
I mean, that was pretty much the introduction. I'm Jack. I'm here with Letty, and we're kind of just trying to form this team. Can't really tell much until after the clearance, but happy to have you guys here.
Awesome, thank you. And then, of course, as Jack just mentioned, we have Letty Donahue here. As you might know, I mean, she's pretty big in the tech industry world, but we've brought her here for her expertise in technology, and so she's actually the one that created these sim suits for us. Letty, if you want to introduce yourself, say anything, go ahead.
I think you did a good job, boss.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So I guess we'll get straight into it. We're just gonna give you guys some forms, go over some clearance stuff, get you guys the proper clearances so that we can debrief in a more classified way and get you guys ready to go and spun up on mission and kind of what we're doing here at MEDA. So let's just go ahead and start passing that out. A gentleman comes in, starts kind of handing out paperwork. And as you guys are handing out paperwork, you get into the whole mess of going down classifications, what classifications you need for this highly classified group. You learn that MEDA is so classified that pretty much only a handful of people know about its existence. It's a worldwide organization. However, there's less than 100 people with knowledge of its existence. Everybody's pretty played it pretty close to the chest in terms of its creation, and it was only created less than a year ago, 6 months, about 6 months ago.
Does it have like a list of everybody who's in it?
The main players. So the director, it lists the director, who you met, Matt Wright, and then of course Brittany Fitzgerald, the deputy director. She's the so it's got them two, and then pretty much all of the joint chiefs of staff are each of the generals from each of the or admirals from each of the branches are in it. The president, the vice president, the president's cabinet, like the Senate, the Congress doesn't even know about the existence. And then pretty much like prime minister level of kind of our closest allies is pretty much like the only people that know about it. And then of course each country has a couple of a team basically that they're kind of putting together, stuff like that. But
any crazy outliers, like a crazy celebrity or something?
Oh,
LeBron.
You said LeBron.
It's like all these prime ministers, the president,
He
joint chiefs
inserts
of
himself
staff.
into politics.
Kylie
Come on.
Jenner.
Some like some rando. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Highly
all of
qualified.
all of the kids of the celebrities that when you were growing up, you were like, I hope they never touch politics. All of their kids are yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm. So
got 94-year-old Northwest as a senator or some shit.
Yeah. So
We're asked.
so one of the things that you do notice, because it gives you a pretty good rundown of everything, is kind of as explained in episode 1. The world kind of did this huge changeover of kind of the younger generation taking over and working into stuff. So there's not a lot of older people in MEDA. It's mostly the director, everybody that's kind of like at the high level are like pretty much a little bit older, but nobody nearing 90 for president or like 80 sitting in Congress for 50 years, nothing like that. So
this is really high fantasy at that point. Just
yeah.
having a younger
No,
generation.
we're not playing real here. This is super fantasy.
I noticed all the people are really tall too.
There's some average. Well, compared to you, maybe, yeah. But all right. So you guys are getting your clearance, filling everything out. I'm assuming you guys all fill out the paperwork, and
Triplicate.
yep. So gentleman again comes back, collects all the paperworks, and hands out badges to all of you. It's got your name on it, your picture, and then of course MEDA and barcodes and all that stuff that you need and all that to get inside rooms and stuff. But yeah, so you guys are done with that now, and so the deputy of MEDA is going to she walks outside real quick, grabs the director, and they both walk in alongside the commandant of the Marine Corps and the Army Chief of Staff, and they sit there with you as the director kind of goes into details about MEDA and what's been going on. So he starts off by, thank you all for participating in this program. We are extremely happy that you guys were able to get through the program. Thank you, Letty and Jack, for helping them out in scenario and just kind of all the work that you've done here is valuable, as you guys know, to MEDA and its mission. To you other three, this is big. This is not going to be your typical military mission. Although we haven't kind of seen a military mission in quite some time, thanks to that last kind of war that we had. But we're here now. We're on the other side of it, of conflict, and so I just kind of want to give you a rundown of what's going on here at MEDA. So, as you guys know, last year the scientific community was able to splice or split the dark matter. In doing so, we didn't necessarily let the world know the outcome of that. We just kind of push it aside as just an energy generating splicing scientific anomaly. What actually happened was that a portal opened. Just this portal between space, time. We weren't really sure what kind of where it led, what it did, whether or not it was a portal. Rather, it just kind of it was just kind of a tear in the fabric of space time, and we decided that we sent some probes through, and the probes came back with knowledge that air on the other side is breathable. It came back as similar to our atmosphere. We got some of the local fauna and it looks similar to Earth. And so we sent a group through about 5 months ago, and we haven't heard from them. They haven't returned. So you guys are coming in as pretty much the second team to go and extract them, kind of see what happened over there, and extract them and bring them back. We don't want you guys to mess around over there. We just need you to go kind of see what happened and bring them back. I know this is a lot to take in, so please, at this point, if you have any questions before I continue, lay them out there.
I don't know about questions, but definitely makes the not the first choice comment make a lot more sense now.
Yes, and two, the deputy told me that Charlotte, you had some questions. Someone you might know was actually on our first team. So the chaplain that you work closely with, he was on our first team, and he actually recommended that if anything goes wrong, to get a hold of you.
So he was part of the first team that went through, and that's why I haven't seen him in months.
Correct. And so to kind of further the point on why you guys are here, we kind of wanted to spread the team and your guys' knowledge and specialties around so that whatever was on the other side, you guys could handle it, right? So he was kind of the religious and support specialist going into this unknown world, just to make contact if he could religiously, if there was any sort of any headway he could make via religion or support. That's what he was there for. And then, of course, Ramirez, we had a transportation specialist with us. And then Josh does, Sedgwick, for you is kind of just we had just kind of an overall kind of combat mentality, someone who's been around the block, kind of knows how to lead a squad and stuff through interesting environments and stuff. So that's why you're here. And what's interesting about this group is that Letty and Jack will be joining you guys. They didn't the first go around just because we had some other people that they had trained to do it. But now that we're kind of short-staffed, kind of getting short on time too, we want to make sure that we can get this done as quickly as possible. They have offered their services to go in with you. So
it's a big-ass rescue mission.
Yeah, basically. It's, your standard rescue operation, get in, get out, get everybody and get out. It shouldn't be too difficult, barring whatever happened to them on the other side. We're not sure if they got hurt, if they got, we don't know exactly what happened after they got there. So it's kind of up to you guys to figure out.
What kind of team was it?
What do you mean, what kind of team?
You said you had a religious specialist, you had some transpo guy, no offense. Anybody else, or how many people are we looking to bring back?
So there was eight of them. You had your the chaplain, which Charlotte's going to be taking the place of. You had we had two infantrymen, special operators from Delta Force joined that first team. We had a transportation specialist. We had a tech. We had two medics. And the last person was, of course, Jack's predecessor in smuggling and anti-smuggling operations. So eight total.
With all due respect, you sent the chaplain in without an assistant?
Yes, we did. It's not, I don't know. It wasn't necessary to have an assistant. We had 7 other people that could have technically been his assistant if needed. So we wanted to make sure that the team that we put together, there wasn't any like outliers or anybody that couldn't do a very specific job. And so we felt like the chaplain's assistant could have been kind of taken over by any of these 7 other people.
So who's our medic?
I'm sorry, you said what? Who's our medic?
Who's our medic? The previous team had 2 medics and a chaplain.
Yes.
I think we just have a religious affairs and no medics.
Well, Charlotte, like I said, we have yeah, the entire package of what you're good at. So alongside religious affairs and being a chaplain's assistant, she's got CLS. She's CLS qualified. She has some
Yes, Sergeant.
training and being a medic, and then of course Sedgwick has been in the shit before, so he's got some real world live training in that as well.
If anything
I'll turn-
happens, I will spit on you and then rub it in, and you'll be just fine.
I'll turn to Charlotte and be like, oh, so they're having you wear multiple hats. I apologize. That sucks. Yeah, I sympathize. There we go. That's the word.
All right, so does anybody have any questions before we continue? All right, so there's a couple of things that we have to do before we get ready. The first thing that we want to do is right after the sim, we make everybody take the physical test, just physical fitness test, just because I know that coming out of the sim strains the body, and so we want to make sure that your body is integrated back to kind of Earth physics. The sim suits have a tendency to kind of replace Earth gravity and such things. There's some little tricks and stuff that Letty knows about that kind of makes the suits different. But yeah, so if you don't mind, let's go ahead and get our PT test done so that we can continue on with everything else.
There is a look of absolute just pissed off, professionally pissed off, just like PT test. All right.
So, what version of the PT test are we taking exactly?
This is PT test 46. It's the 46th iteration of the 95th test. So it's the 46th iteration of the 95th test. So
Okay.
yeah, it's
Perfect.
we're there. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we have to do this test. It's our wartime test. We haven't the iteration hasn't come out for the updated PT test that you guys have kind of heard about. And so I apologize, but you guys are gonna have to take the wartime test. So if you don't mind, go ahead and take them out to the fitness area. The commandant and the chief of staff will join you guys, and kind of just they're here to basically, if you have any questions for them, they're here to kind of answer questions and give you some guidance and make sure that as you guys are a part of MEDA, you're still attached to your branches, right? This isn't you still have stuff to do for the branches. So
Before we do that, can I make a request?
yes, of course.
This portal that opened up, is
Yes.
it possible for us or for me to get additional details about the portal itself?
Yes, absolutely. We can do that. We'll do that as soon as you guys are done with the PT test. I can go into, I guess your first kind of we'll what we're gonna do post sim and get you guys into your kind of first mission.
Why don't you just get us a whole big old folder or whatever you put, thumb drive, don't know, of everything you got on that? Because if you're sending us through a portal to another world, I want to know every fucking thing you know. Pardon my French.
No, that's fair. That's fair, Sergeant Sedgwick. I will get you what we can, but here at MEDA, just because of the security and the secrecy of it, most of our stuff is verbal. We don't write too much down because we don't want any leaks going out. Not until we kind of figure out more about the portal and can tell the world what's going on in a more structured manner.
So I guess
Out.
We're low hanging fruit.
what
So
I would be interested in is the day the other team went through the portal. What were the atmospheric conditions like, the weather, just all of those type of, I guess, things that I might be able to Google.
yes,
Google
yes.
exists.
So
Nerd.
while you're saying this, General Winkle kind of chimes in, and she's just like, "Specialist, are you trying to get out of the PT test? You got to take the PT test. The deputy director, they'll give you that information. Let's just get the PT test over with. It's gonna be quick. It's gonna be easy. Can I get a hua? Everybody, can we just get through this? Let's just get through it quick. It'll be quick and easy. You guys have done it
Yes.
before, not necessarily this one, but you guys have done PT tests before. Let's get to it. All right. So, so you guys, they take you to the gym, and you guys change into your PT outfits, uniforms, and there's a gentleman standing out there with his binder, and he just reads off the PT test for you. You guys are about to take the 46th iteration of the 96th PT test.
Oh my God! Speed it the
this-
fuck up. We don't need
this
the
P-
pageantry.
This PT test includes 16 events, all of which will test you on a number of activities to increase your overall effectiveness as a combatant. I apologize again that you guys have to take this one. I feel bad for all of you, but let's just get straight to it. The events are the deadlift, sit-ups, push-ups, the plank, the shuttle run, the buddy carry, the leg tuck, pull-ups, one-handed push-up, calf raises, grip strength, an eye exam, thumb wrestling, trigger pull, and a one-legged sock hop. And then, of course, after you do all that, where would you
New
be
army.
without going on a 5-mile run? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get through all of this.
Inputs and use.
This is just the PT test for the Air Force, right?
We're training you on everything here. We want to make sure you're an all-rounded combatant. All right. So
As someone that had to run some of these tests earlier as a training NCO for the thumb wrestling, is that one person that's doing all of it, or are we going against each other for that?
you go against each other. It's a group thing, and it's kind of. You haven't taken this test before, I guess. So it's you.
Well, yeah, I know each unit does it differently. Like you're supposed to do it one way, but some
I see
units
what you're
are just
saying.
trying to save time.
No.
Well-
So basically, you will all fight each other once, and the best one wins. That's how it. Yeah, best. But yeah, I mean, you kind of ranked, and you get points accumulated based on your rank. And, yeah. Any other questions before we start the events? All right, Letty and Jack, you guys have done this before, and you guys have killed it.
We get advantage, right?
Well, yeah, maybe I'll give you a couple of advantages on some of these, but so let's just get it started with the deadlift. So if all of you will do the way this will work is that we'll have you roll a percentage die on each of these, and that'll give you a percentage of how well you completed the event.
God.
Okay, finally a chance to use D100s.
So we'll start off with
When was the last time you used a D100? Well, fitness test, of course.
So we'll start off and go with John. We'll start off with John.
All right.
See how you do
For
on the deadlift.
deadlift.
Yep.
All right. Spit on my hands, rub them together, grab the bar.
Let's give.
87.
Okay. So for the first 3 events, everybody will have advantage, and then we'll slowly kind of start as we get to the 5 miles. You're not going to be happy with what we do at the 5 miles, but for now, it's good. So you got a 87.
Yeah. I'll tell you, you can put whatever you want in here. I never in my life thought I would do another fucking PT test, and you just ruined my day.
Giving everybody a
I'm just
PT
putting
test.
it out now.
We've lost our entire audience. Everyone's like, I do them in
Yeah.
real life. I don't fucking want to watch other people do it.
Yeah, they're like, you role played a PT test? You guys are dumb. You guys are
All
dumb
right.
people.
All right, Melissa, go ahead for Charlotte.
So, is it the hex bar deadlift or is it the Olympic bar?
The
deadlift?
hex bar.
Okay, just checking.
Letty rolls her eyes.
All right, 55.
I am a scientist, by the way. So
Yes. Yes. All right, go ahead, Ramirez.
I did not come across 50, 51. Not sure why I didn't come across there, but
I saw it on the other website.
You said a 51.
okay. Yeah, 51.
you could roll it in roll 20
And
as
then
well.
And then Letty.
And then I'll do it one more time. We'll take that one.
That
Yeah,
advantage.
76. All right, nice. And then Jack Rowe.
Palms are sweaty, arms spaghetti.
I'll say my commandant is not going to be happy with me. I'm the lowest one here so far.
Tuck your lats.
I got a
he
34.
hasn't stopped shaking his head since you saw him. Everything. He's just constantly shaking his head.
He's always
I got
it.
just in the corner of your vision. Like
Yeah.
you never really see him.
34.
34.
You did
All right.
Well,
Yeah.
not the worst. Ran up the rear at least.
Mr. Rowe, you look much stronger than that.
It was It was a bad lunch, I think.
All right, to
Thanks.
the next sit-ups. Go ahead and
Oh. I'm
Hammer
gonna
out
jab
sit-ups?
at Roe. I'm gonna jab at Roe while we're here. I'm like, you can jump off a bridge, but you can't lift the bar, huh? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, even I lifted it a little bit better. Not much.
all right, John, you're up for the sit-ups.
All right,
Get 2
sit-ups.
feet off the ground.
So I put out my cigarette and then I get down to doing this. Sit-ups. Advantage on the first 3
Yes.
events, you
Yes.
said, right?
Yep,
All
yep.
right. I'll take the 68.
68. All righty, Melissa. What's Charlotte doing?
Oh my gosh. She has no core. Oh, maybe she does. 71.
71. All
Found,
right.
found some gas in the tank.
Yeah.
Kept going.
She's like, sit-ups I can do.
Ramirez with an 81.
81.
In the corner of your eye, you see the commandant slow
Looks
down
like
his
his
shake,
head.
but he's still shaking his head. But he
It
slow-
wasn't
but he
100,
slows it
so
down.
therefore you're a disappointment.
But all right, Ashley and Letty.
I don't think I need to do that again.
Ooh, yeah, okay, all right. 96. Staying with the 96. Okay.
These are how many you can do in 2 minutes, right?
Jack. Yeah.
71.
71. All right. And then last with the advantage is the push-ups.
All right. Roll over. I'm looking at all these skinny people. I got like a little bit of war weight on me here. I'm like, fucking assholes, all of them. All right, let's do some push-ups. Oh God, I got a bad shoulder. Yeah. I actually pull out a profile and I just slide it on the thing and be like, I can only do 20. I can only do 25, and then I gotta get up.
Okay. All right. Noted,
Yeah, sorry.
Sergeant Sedgwick.
Sorry, I signed that myself. That was my own profile.
Maxley hits a 78.
Nice. All righty. Ramirez,
Here's 71.
71. Commandant, again, slows it down, but he's still kind of shaking a little bit. Letty.
I kind of look over and I'm like, do I have to do this? And I raise my arm up and kind of give a look.
Mm-hmm. Are you asking somebody? You're asking the deputy?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
Letty, you know the drill. You've done this before. We gotta make sure that coming out. I know your situation, but let's just knock it out.
Mhm. Okay, we'll just take the first one.
All right, 88. 88. And then Jack Rowe, last for the advantage rules here.
I got a 95.
Jeez, there it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, made up for it.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna
So-
look over at Sedgwick and just.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I got shot at with a bullet.
So for the next events, just one straight roll. That's it. So we're gonna do plank. So go ahead, John.
I hate my core.
11. 11. Okay. Oh, 9 for Noxley.
Damn
Okay.
army.
59 for Ramirez.
59 for Ramirez.
Oh,
13
We
for
had
Letty.
spaghetti for lunch.
And Jack.
I got a 92.
92.
There
All
we
right.
go.
So the
I wanna
so the
see your
commandant
rolls.
so the commandant you saw out of the corner of your eye, Ramirez, the commandant after the two armies sucked at the plank, you saw him for a split second stops his head and you see a little smirk, and then the Coast Guard got a 92.
Coast Guard.
and he goes back to
start
full on shaking. Like, oh.
Whenever you have people that fail right in front of you, you always look so good. And there's an asshole right after you that's like, nope,
Uh-huh.
just no.
Yep. All right, and then the shuttle run.
I don't even know what that is, but I got a 14.
It's literally
Isn't
just
that
back
like
and
in
forth. Just doing
basketball,
back
like
and
you-
forth. Yeah.
Longer
Okay,
than
so,
shorter.
Max got a
Ugh.
55.
55. All right.
49.
49.
think I'm a little sick from the suit.
19 for Letty, and then Jack.
63.
63. All righty.
If you roll 90 again, we're confiscating your dice.
All right, for the buddy
That's
carry.
fair.
For the buddy carry, this will be okay. So I want you all to pick a partner that you're gonna buddy carry. So
Come here,
John- so-
Noxley.
okay, you're grabbing
Noxley's
Nox-
like
Okay.
this little
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, you're grabbing Noxley. Okay, Noxley. you're-
Everybody's like
that means I'm automatically the odd one out, right? Because you have the 2 army, the 2 civilians, and then the Marines just here like. Hey,
Well,
Covenant,
so it's
can I
not
borrow you?
it's not like you're not paired like Noxley. You have to carry John. It's just you now get to. So John's or Sedgwick is carrying Noxley, and Noxley, who do you want to carry?
Who's the tallest person?
I look at Jack.
Jack is tall as shit. He's got some weight
Jack
on
is
him.
Teddy bear.
6'6", 250.
Yeah.
There.
Fucking
I don't-
brick shit house.
Who's I mean character wise, who's bigger? Who's smaller here?
Y'all are giants around me. I'm gonna. I will pick Letty.
Okay. So I'm not small. All right. You've got Letty, and then Letty, Ramirez. Who you picking?
Fuck it. I'm look over the Commandant and pick Row.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh,
The
okay.
Marine Corps.
Nice.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Okay. And then Letty, who you picking?
Row.
Ooh, nice. Okay. All righty. And then Jack, who you picking?
I will pick Sedgwick.
All righty. All right. So, John, Sergeant Sedgwick will have advantage on his roll
Hell yeah.
for
Because next
doing a buddy
like
carry.
100 pounds wet.
Oh, 69.
69.
Hey.
Hey yo.
Row.
Hey yo. Oh.
Hey, yo.
All right.
Cedric,
that
you
guy's
need to move your hand down a little bit on this buddy carry.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is Charlotte?
Sorry.
Nope, that's not my
All right,
leg.
all right.
That's not
Yes,
my
ma'am.
leg.
Oh, yep, we're getting there. We're
That's
getting
not
there.
his leg either.
Ew. Ew. Why is that involved in buddy carry? What the
You're
fuck?
the one who rolled a 69.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I did.
The guy, the grader is just like looking down in his bind. I don't want to disqualify. I don't want to disqualify. All right, go ahead. What's Charlotte? She's a straight roll. Straight roll. Just a-
Charlotte's carrying Letty.
Yep.
Who's just trying to figure out how to make this work.
I'm not helping in any capacity.
An 88.
88,
Yeah, You're like
nice.
dead weight.
nice. All right.
Not even.
This is ragdoll.
Yeah.
Like F this bitch.
Ramirez, you said you're doing Jack, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you're gonna roll at disadvantage, but if it's above a 30, well, it's
Well, it
not
was 49, so that was good.
A disadvantage.
And then it went down to
disadvantage. 11. All right, so struggling to carry. You complete it, but like super struggling, and
That's the goal. I just
yeah.
wanted to finish with this
So-
fucker on my back. Like,
So the
Made
co-
time, it's
so-
all-
yeah. So the commandant is he's stopped his head shaking. Okay, he looks like he kind of understands what you're getting at, and you're searching for that kind of approval for him. So he's just watching you now.
But Naxley runs down and back with Letty, like, no problem.
All right, go ahead, Letty. You're doing
Also-
who'd you
also
say
disadvantage.
disadvantage? Yeah.
Oh, also yeah. Oh damn.
Okay. Ooh, 95 with a disadvantage, or with a 28 as a disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
You're tired, and he's a heavy guy. You get through it. You get through it. Better than the Marine, but
I look over at Ramirez like,
If I had a bum arm too, I'd be doing better.
all right. Let's get Jack. Sorry, your last one. You're rolling with who'd you pick? Sedgwick. Straight roll.
Sedgwick, yeah.
Straight roll.
Straight. It's not as good as a 69, but it's a 66.
All right. Okay. All right. For the one-handed push-up, everybody just roll a d20.
I got a 15.
Got a 3. Go Nexley.
I got a 10.
I think that's enough to
Um,
still meet the qualifications for females.
An 8, which is not great.
4.
4. Okay.
I just used my one good arm, and I just used that one.
Calf raises, a d20.
14.
Is that really a thing?
Yeah,
Oh my
what I do now to actually work on my shit.
Noxley is a 3.
I got a
3.
5.
17.
17. And Jack,
8.
8. All right.
Calf races though, they suck when you start getting like 30 or 40 in a row.
All right.
Oh,
Grip.
I didn't know they were part of the PT test.
All right.
Oh, they're not.
Grip strength. Grip strength. Give me a d20, or with your strength modifier.
Oh, nat 20.
Ooh.
The vice grip.
Okay. And so just so you guys know what you're doing with the grip strength, all right? So they've got a wall set up, and it's kind of like a rock wall. So you guys are holding on to the rock pieces, and you're a little bit like, I guess, what is that? Not inverted? Well, you're hanging off of it a little bit. So you're so they're just testing like how long you can grip, hold on with just your hands. So nat 20 for Sedgwick,
So
and
I
then
can see who's been single. All these scores.
and then Letty got a 19.
2 divorces, thanks.
Noxley got a 4. Okay, poor Noxley. It just falls straight on your back.
Ramirez got 13.
13. Okay, Jack.
I'm locking eyes with Cedric and seeing which one breaks first, because I also got a nat 20.
Nice.
We're just holding on that.
Wait, roll these.
Yeah, let's
re-roll.
Yeah, let's re-roll.
You two have
and,
to
Okay.
Whoever
Alright,
gets
alright.
the highest.
Got an 11. That's not that good.
15.
Oh.
There it is.
All right. So, Jack Jack Rose last. Some might say he's so tall that
Yeah.
he might have been. His toe might have been on the ground. Who knows? But all right.
I'll never tell.
Okay. Your eye exam.
I'll never tell.
Everybody roll perception check. A perception roll.
Now I'm wearing glasses.
Yes.
Is that
No.
just a straight roll then?
No. Oh
Can
my
I borrow your
God.
glasses? I might need them. I rolled a natural 1 on perception.
Oh my lord.
Driver can't see where the fuck he's going. It's cool.
Next,
Oh,
next
that's
we
yeah.
get
That's
an
not
18.
good. That's not good.
I need LASIK. That's what it is.
I got a 3. I think he's so fed up he's just trying to remember what the letters are across and just like E, C, F, whatever the hell these are. I don't know.
And then
Jay did tie buckle.
and
How appropriate that Letty got a 20.
yeah.
What's that
And then
supposed to mean?
Jack, what do you?
19.
Eagle eyes.
All right. So everybody's pretty good except for the last event there. Kind of got blurred vision there for you, so didn't really do too well. Couldn't read the first letter.
Wait. I'm noticing a trend though that those with higher strength don't have vision. So I think there's a connection there.
Oh.
You know,
I'm sure the commandant was shaking his head at me, but I couldn't see it.
Yeah, you
I'm
can't.
gonna
Yeah,
hold- I'm gonna go blind
Yeah.
comment.
Completely. Yeah. All right. All right. Thumb wrestling. Thumb wrestling. We're gonna do dexterity. So dexterity rolls, please.
A dirty 20.
15 for Knox.
11 for Ramirez.
9.
You
19.
got part of your thumb is cut off, so you don't get to like.
Yeah.
From hanging on the
Wrestle
thing
as
so
well.
long.
Yeah.
The
I
trick
gripped too
was
hard.
to get your thumb actually caught on the thing.
Nice. And then
That helps to
He's
stay
like,
level.
I just can't get down. I'm stuck.
trigger pull. We're gonna do so. For the trigger pull, you guys are lined up pretty much like on a range, and you guys have just a fake weapon, and it's just testing. It's just testing whether or not. It's just testing your trigger pull. Do you pull it on like a civilian, or do you pull it on like a bad guy? So targets are popping up, and it's just your trigger pull. So with that, we're going to do intelligence checks.
Intelligence.
I got a 12.
Come on.
18.
Another natural
Five.
one. Or 2.
Keep in mind,
Two
keep
nat
in
ones
mind,
now.
this is to check
18.
how your bodies are
16.
coming out of the suits.
Jesus, 16.
When it comes to shooting, apparently in online or in the simulation, I just fucking suck at it.
And then everybody's kind of seeing maybe like why you didn't do so well in the sim. Like you weren't really hitting that much. So like
Nope, that wasn't me. It was a misaligned weapon. I was letting it.
Misaligned eyeballs too.
Noxley's in the guard. She spends too much time on the street. She's like civilian, military. Yeah. whatever.
Sorry, who am I missing? 18 from Letty. Okay, so everybody except for Ramirez hits the correct target, and Ramirez, there's clearly a civilian. Like this is the most civilian-looking you could.
It was a little girl, but why is
a
she
little
holding
girl-
physics books?
Yeah, like a little girl
Why
with
is she
physics
holding
books. Yeah,
physics books? Okay.
exactly.
Don't pick on us. Marty.
Okay, all right, and then the last one here is going to be one-legged sock hop, and you guys, this is a charisma roll. This is a
Uh-oh.
dumb-ass event, but
Uh-oh.
the military put it in because if something happened and you couldn't
Oh.
move one of your legs, they want to make sure that you can still move, so they put it in.
I got a 22.
22.
Nox got a 9.
Nat
9.
20.
Mirror's
Oh my
got-
You son of a bitch! What's it come out to though? What's the actual number?
I think
19.
Noxley's still.
Nineteen.
You got a
Noxley
natural
still
20,
beat
but minus
Ramirez,
1. Yeah.
though.
Yeah. Jack Rowe finishes it like easy, but looking like an idiot doing it.
Yeah.
He like falls forward and just rolls into it. Still counts. Still a win.
Letty got a 14, and then what'd you get, Noxley? Or Melissa?
9.
A 9 for I'm sorry, Ramirez. What'd you get?
8.
An 8. Okay, awesome. Okay,
I'll
cool.
let the ladies finish first.
All right, so
Noxley just keeps giggling at Ramirez. It's like, sorry, Sergeant.
all right, let me. Okay, so now we're gonna do the 5 mile. We're gonna do 5 miles.
Rah.
You're just gonna go in a loop and just do 5 miles. Everybody give me. This is just a disadvantage. Actually, I'm sorry. This is a Constitution roll. So give me a con roll.
Oh, I throw up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Whoa, yeah.
I put all of my
That's what
energy
we're
into
good
that
at.
stack
That's
race.
what we're good at, Ramirez.
Okay.
We're sprinters. We're not distance runners.
All right.
1
So,
mile. No
Uh,
sweat.
so Nox. I'm sorry. So
Noxley got a 4.
4. So
Noxley's
5.
like,
5.
I got
for-
little legs.
Is Letty and Ramirez up there running, singing cadence? What the god?
Ramirez up there representing the Marine Corps with a 22.
All you
I've
hear
rolled,
is
I've rolled a 3
growls.
5 times now. I'm just saying.
you just hear growls and raw. Way up ahead.
Every lap.
130 rolling down the strip.
Every lap that Ramirez does, he eyes. He's
Yeah.
I am the
You're
commandant.
missing me now, Dad?
Yeah. What'd you get,
Ramirez
Jack?
laps Noxley.
What'd Jack get?
4.
4. Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, you're
Yeah.
running with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're the remedial PT group back here.
Yeah.
Obviously.
So being
Jack takes 1 step and Noxley takes 3.
all right. So now that the PT event is over, the commandant is pleased that at the final event it's the Marine Corps that kind of showed its strength there and was able to finish stronger than anyone. Knowing obviously that Letty's is a Marine vet, so he's kind of, you don't really give a shit about the commandant of the Marine Corps caring about what you're doing, but
Still in there.
Yeah.
Deep down.
yep. And the rest of you are just fine. I'm gonna I gotta
Just
tally
fine.
I gotta tally up all these scores real quick, and then we'll be right back. So let me take a quick break. Let me get all this done, and then we'll be right back. All righty, guys. All right. Sorry about that. Welcome back. I have tallied the scores. I have conferred with the judges. So it's actually worked out as it should, because the both of the players that have been through this before, or both of the characters that have been through this before, got the highest scores. So Jack Rowe, the highest with 32.5. That was your average. Letty's was 28.25. And then we had, who was next? Charlotte, 26.9. And then Ramirez, 25.18. And then, of course, our fearless leader, 23.68.
There it is.
Wow,
from the
even with
rear,
those
coming
nat
from the
ones,
rear.
Ramirez
I
didn't
thought I
pick
was
up
gonna
the
be in
lead.
like the teens
all
or
right,
single
all right.
digits or something.
All right. So, with that being said, Jack, yeah, you can add a proficiency to any stat that you want.
Oh, okay.
They don't have proficiency in.
Does that mean Cedric has to remove one?
No.
Cedric.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So now that we are done with the PT test, you guys can. The director comes over. The deputy director. Everybody's in the room watching you guys do this. It took 5 hours to complete, but they're all, well done, everybody. Well done. Go ahead and hit the showers, and we will reconvene once you guys are set and changed. We'll reconvene and continue our discussion on the mission and a little more pre-briefing for the mission coming up. So.
All right, go knock that shit out.
Alrighty.
Shower time.
You guys all shower together? I'm just kidding.
I mean,
You've seen
One
Starship
thing.
Troopers? Hell fucking yeah.
Alrighty. So, you guys, after you guys finish showering, meet back in the briefing room, and once you guys are all seated, the Commandant of the Marine Corps comes up to Sergeant Ramirez here. Sergeant Jack Ramirez comes up to Jack Ramirez, puts his hand on your shoulder, and he leans down. And as he leans down, his long, almost out of Reg's hair kind of sweeps down and like hits you kind of in the forehead. And he just kind of like whispers in your ear. Let me type it to you.
I'm not sure if I'm scared or aroused at this point.
Maybe a little bit of both.
I'm sorry. I just keep picturing Finn's like man bun like falling forward.
Oh no, sorry. Let me type it to you.
All right, Marine Corps rigs aren't that relaxed. Jeez,
No.
guys.
Well, I mean, we're like how many years in the future?
Yeah, it's 2060 something.
All right, I don't think the Marine Corps is that relaxed at all.
Yeah.
It's like the medium fade is like now the high fade, essentially equivalent. That's about it.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Here, actually, you know what? I'll just tell you. Okay, so obviously none of you are gonna hear this. He says this really quiet, but he wants you to meet him before going on your mission. So he just meet me in my quarters before you guys head out.
I am both scared and aroused, I guess. Fuck, yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. the general, General Winkle, she's going over and congratulating you guys on doing a good job. Sedgwick, I know you're. I know you've been through hell and back, and but I mean, you made us proud. You did well, especially after seeing you perform in the sim. Please don't think that I'm not pleased with your results, and Noxley, you as well. You guys did great.
Oh, thank you, man.
Thank you.
All right, and then the deputy director and the director both walk in, and the director is now going to address you, and he just starts in. All right, everybody, good job on your PT test. I know it's been a long day, but I do want to get through this all today because we want to make sure that we can get this done as quick as possible. Obviously, we've lost our team for a couple weeks now, so we want to get you guys in there and make sure that nothing happened to him. So, in the interest of time, does anybody have any questions that they directly want answered so that I can answer them before we kind of start briefing you on the mission ahead?
I'll give a stink eye to Noxley.
She's like,
Oh,
that's her head.
Noxley, did you have something?
No, thank you.
Okay, all right.
I'll wait for the briefing.
Okay, awesome. So let's get into it. So brings up a PowerPoint, and this is going to be a quick PowerPoint. It's not going to be one of those long PowerPoints that you guys are used to, but just kind of want to go through some of this stuff. So as he's clicking through, he starts explaining. Earlier this year, last year when the scientists split the dark matter, a rift in space-time opened up. This happened below NASA headquarters in they have a lab down there, and so that portal is still open. It's functioning. With the dark matter, it's pretty much just an unlimited amount of energy, and splitting it erupted this anomaly, created a rift in space-time, and so it's sitting there now. A couple months later, earlier this year, we set up our team. They went through the same sim you guys did, albeit a little bit more training. Again, we had to get you guys sped up a little bit quicker due to time restraints on finding the team. And basically they went in and haven't come back. It's been 4 weeks and they haven't come back. So we're pretty pressed on time to get you guys in there and see if you guys can get them back. With that being said, you guys will have some special suits and materials that have been made by Letty going in with you to provide you with kind of an array of protection from different kind of elements and anything you might see over there. Letty's done a good job in creating a suit that will kind of protect you from a wide variety of elements and things such as this. So your first mission, of course, is going to be we'll get you guys heading over to NASA headquarters. You're going to see Dr. Frank Oz there, and he's going to be the one that's going to take care of you guys and get you guys spun up specifically on more of the scientific stuff that's going on with the portal and stuff. If you do have any specific portal questions that I might be able to answer, ask them now. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait till you see Dr. Oz. So,
Charlotte,
stop.
She says, "Can I just ask why they were splitting the dark matter to begin with?"
Oh, I mean, absolutely. As you know, coming out of the last war and being able to do a worldwide disarmament of nukes, and kind of our want to start expanding our space operations and exploring, the final frontier as we thought what it was, right? Like we wanted to kind of see what we could do with dark matter. We knew that dark matter existed. We knew that it held tremendous power, and it was contained. It was contained as much as it could be. We're lucky that this didn't happen outside of containment. It could have been a lot worse. The splitting of it happened obviously in the most highly structured scientific way possible, and so we got this little tear in space-time. So that's kind of our thinking, was just to split it and see what kind of energy we could get out of it, possibly to help fuel our efforts going into space.
I insight check him to see if I believe what he's saying.
Yes, you can.
I believe the shit out of him. That's a nat 1 for 6.
Yeah, he's telling
All right.
he's telling the
Okay.
truth to you.
Thank you, sir. I
telling the
appreciate
truth.
that explanation.
You're very welcome. Does anybody else have anything? No? All right. So I guess where we go from here is we'll get you set up with equipment. You'll take the equipment from here and take it over to NASA headquarters. And once you guys are there, get you geared up. Letty, once you're there, we'll get you spun up on her suit that she's made for everybody and kind of like what it does for you guys. And then I wish you guys well. I wish you guys good luck. The commandant and the general here will be going with you guys or they'll meet you at NASA headquarters, and then say bye from there. As for us, the deputy director and I, we will see you guys later. And so they go around the room and start shaking all your guys' hands. Does anybody have anything that they want to do here?
Nope. Room full of
You wanted me to
strangers.
meet him before we left here, or before the portal? He's on the timeline when you wanted me to meet him.
Before you leave for tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
tonight in
cool.
his bedroom.
All right. Well, then I will toss it over to Matt, and Matt walks in, and he's the gentleman that's been helping you passing out the paperwork earlier, and he just looks at you guys and, all right, guys. Last thing we do before we hit the racks is we got some 350-1. We got some annual training we got to do. So stay in here. We're gonna do some PowerPoints on.
I leave. I get up. I leave the room.
We're doing some training. All right. Hey everyone! Thanks for watching episode 2 of the Dungeons and Dog Tags actual play campaign. Just want to let you all know that episode 3 will be coming out on May 1st, and the VOD will be available on YouTube on Friday, May 5th. If you are interested in getting early access to the VOD and some other cool perks, you can check out our Patreon and support us there. It also supports the community and helps us, build up the community, keep putting out these episodes, do one-shots and more community events. Check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Dungeons and Dog Tags. And of course, as always, if you want to join in on the daily, weekly fun that we have in Discord, running the different campaigns that we do, check out the Discord linked below, discord.gg/Dungeons and Dog Tags. We will see you in 2 weeks.